Love and wealth in all areas.
Hey, is this thing on? Okay, looks like we're on. What's going on? This is Katie Churchill, and it is Wednesday, April 7th, 2010. It's about 2 o'clock here in the desert. I don't know if you guys can see all this. Here we are in La Quinta desert, and I am here on a Wednesday afternoon, not during my spring break, but just during my break of life. Break me off a piece of that. Yeah, I am out here because I chose to choose a career and a profession that allows me time freedom, which means that I get to work when I want, how I want, wherever I want, and I also get to work how many hours I want, because one of the new paradigms that I feel, and that my beautiful partner up there, see that handsome man up there? It's Jason. Giving you a little toe touch, that we believe is that we're gonna escape the whole 9 to 5 mentality that we've been trained to believe we have to work 40, and if you're an American, or some people on the other side of the planet, we've been trained to believe that you literally have to work hundreds and hundreds of hours to create a lot of income to buy the things you want in life. And my exploration in my wild, wild west, being that we're here, kind of makes me think of the wild, wild west, journey was to find a way to have lifestyle, to find a way to live an unordinary life, to create something for myself that everybody said to me is impossible. How can you do that? You can't do that. That's pie in the sky. You can't do that. You can't, you can't, you can't. And I continually spoke over myself that I can find a way to work whenever I want and be in a full-time spring summer vacation and live a vagabond type of life. And I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say that every moment's perfect, that as soon as you get out of your job and you can do whatever you want, that it's perfect. It's not, because then I can see that jobs sometimes provide a little bit of structure, which for someone like myself is pretty good. So you have to create your own structure, which I'm actually finding to be kind of a challenge. Well, how am I going to fill my time and what should I do? And you have to kind of create everything for yourself, whereas in a job sort of thing, sometimes people create that for you and you just follow it. And you have to lead yourself. And leading yourself is a little bit harder than people usually share with you on, especially if you're not that like win-win-win type, which I tend to not be so win-win. I like to feel good, and sometimes I have to put myself in that state where I need to win so that I can accomplish something, but I'm not necessarily motivated by that. And I know a lot of people, if you're watching this, you're attracting yourself to me, you may not feel like that either. You just want some peace, you want some fun, you want, just to be creative. And so if there's anything you know about me, and if you watch any of my videos, you guys know that I do stuff very off the cuff. I just get on camera and start speaking and just let it flow. I don't really plan these things. I just do it when I do it. And I'm always happy with the result. I always look at them and I'm always happy with the results. Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to say is one other paradigm shift that I want to share with you is this idea, and Robert Kiyosaki, if you guys ever read any of his book, he talks about this too, where people have this idea where, a couple ideas. One idea is that I need to make millions and millions of dollars to have enough money to buy the things I want, and that's not true. His goal with his wife Kim was to make enough money residually or passively each month, meaning money you make each month without you having to be there or work for it, or work very much for it, hour-wise, time for hours, dollars for hours rather, and be able to pay their bills. He didn't want to make $1 million, he wanted to make $10,000 residual, so that his bills were covered and he had then some, so he could travel and do the things he wanted to do. And so that's kind of my goal, because I don't know if you've met any business owners, but I'm not looking to create a business that gives me more stress. That's not the point here. I want to create less stress, more freedom, and have more time with my kids eventually. That was one of my first motivating goals whenever I decide to do that. Probably not today, friends, but, and so that's one paradigm shift. The other paradigm shift that I know a lot of us have been brought up to believe is that you need to own something. You need to own your car, you need to own your house, you need to get equity in your home or you know, pay something in full. And I have found that actually owning, while it is one viable option, isn't necessarily the only option. That I actually really like renting. And if you're someone that wants to be mobile and travel, you don't necessarily want to be tied down. I like that when something breaks, my guy fixes it. I like that I can have someone stay at my house and watch our pets and do all of that while we are out here playing and hiking and getting me out of breath. I like that I can let go of a rental agreement. Let's say, you know, we don't want to stay there. We can leave in a year. We can move somewhere else and keep really exploring the whole planet that we were birthed into to explore. Now, that's not for everyone. I'm not saying.
Come and get free with Kate.